Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Katie Duggar is a mom of 4 now that her twin daughters have arrived, and it appears she's looking for a little parenting advice. But is she going to the wrong source? In a new day in the life video she shared on Instagram, Katie was reading a controversial book on parenting and discipline, and now it's causing her critics some concern for her kids' safety. In the footage she shared on Instagram, Katie walked her followers through what a day in her life parenting 4 children under the age of 3 is like, starting from when she wakes up and begins pumping breast milk and feeding her oldest 2 kids, 2-year-old Truett and 1-year-old Nora. She took a break to pump and read a book. Later in the morning, Katie had to pump again while the twins napped, so she took out the book she was reading to entertain her during her downtime. The cover showed that it's called For the Love of Discipline: When the Gospel Meets Tantrums and Timeouts by Sarah Wallace. Love this book, by the way, Katie shared. The book includes some controversial parenting tactics. The description of the book on Amazon states that For the Love of Discipline provides practical tools, specific skills, a solid gospel foundation, and specific day-by-day things you can say and do to make disciplining your children intentional and consistent. But according to reviews of the book, it accomplishes that by offering suggestions such as hitting, discouraging kids from saying no under any circumstances, and even locking toddlers in their bedrooms. The author talks about locking 2-year-olds in cribs in a closed room for timeout. A child struggling to adjust to a new baby is punished for having a meltdown when another child destroys a project he is working on. One reviewer wrote, "Spanking is suggested throughout the book. If you want to treat your child as a whole human, with their own feelings and thoughts, this isn't the book for you." In one thread discussing the book, more than one Duggar critic suggested that Katie should spend less time worrying about discipline when her children are so young. Instead of reading this disgusting book, maybe Katie should take her kids to the playground and spend time with them. Oh wait, she's training Nora to be the new Jana, so she can't, one commenter wrote. Knowing the Duggars have often taken part in controversial parenting methods, such as blanket training, it's not surprising to see that Katie would be interested in a book like this, but that doesn't make it any less alarming. Counting on alum Jessa Duggar has been on and off social media over the past few months. The 31-year-old is one of Jim Bob and Michelle's busiest daughters today. She welcomed her 5th child with Ben on December 19, 2023. Since then, she has been busy raising her growing family. Many fans also wonder how Jessa and Ben fund their huge family. But some Redditors may have discovered signs that the two are struggling financially. Keep reading to see the discussion. Counting on How's Jessa Duggar today? One of Jessa's latest updates was about a sweet clip of her daughters sharing a bowl of cheese. Ivy can be seen feeding her little sister, Fern, and hugging her afterward. The Counting on alum captioned, "Nothing better than sharing a bowl of queso with your bestie." Many fans were left in awe by the sisterly love between the two. Some also commended Jessa's amazing parenting, resulting in her kids' incredible love for one another. Jessa's wedding dress being sold online. Some Counting on fans on Reddit reacted to a recent listing of a wedding dress online, which appeared to be what Jessa wore during her nuptials. According to the poster, they randomly stumbled upon the listing and immediately remembered Jessa's wedding dress. Some commenters can't help but think that it may be the best dress throughout all the Duggar weddings. Jessa Duggar has yet to share whether she sold her wedding dress. "I can hate on the Duggars, but I can't hate on this dress. It's pretty even if it's modest. 10 years ago, me wanted this wedding dress so bad lol. Honestly, I think this is one of the least awful of Duggar wedding dresses. I would love to see a professional dye at the very bottom of the skirt, a little bit of a darker shade of pink, as an ombre effect. It's a pretty dress." Counting on Jessa Duggar hustles online. Jessa Duggar has also been hustling online amid her busy life as a mother. Recently, the Counting on alum endorsed a kid's book about the Bible. She captioned, "This illustrated Bible few and a book is one of our favorite resources for family devotions. Do you already have a copy? Jessa likes to share her DIY projects as well. It's been quite some time since she last uploaded a YouTube vlog. Her last video was about Fern's birthday week, which was uploaded 6 months ago. Jinger Duggar is back with new updates amid her busy life making podcast videos with Jeremy. The 31-year-old recently did her dream crossover with Zach and Tori Roloff from Little People, Big World. This made some fans wonder if Jinger would continue bringing familiar faces to her podcast, especially her siblings. Keep reading to see her statements. Counting on Jinger Duggar's unforgettable podcast with Zach and Tori Roloff. One of Jinger's latest podcast episodes was extra special as she talks with Little People, Big World stars Tori and Zach Roloff. According to the Counting on alum, it's been a dream of hers to meet and work with the couple, adding that both their families have a lot in common. Jinger even revealed that they would go to their uncle's house to watch Little People, Big World, because they didn't have cable back then. She added that Jim, Bob, and Michelle love the Roloffs and that it was fine for their kids to watch TV as long as it's about them. Jinger making podcasts with her siblings. Jinger Duggar recently took to IG stories to answer several fan questions. One of them was the possibility of making a podcast with some of her siblings. According to Jinger, she does have plans for a podcast with her siblings, adding that fans should stay tuned. The Counting on alum didn't exactly share which sibling will be in her future podcast. However, there are speculations that she may consider Jill, as they share the same view of the IVLP's harmful teachings. Jinger also likes to hang out with her younger siblings, and making a fun podcast with them might also do well. At this point, fans can only hope that Jeremy's wife will soon share new updates about her future podcast. Counting on Jinger Duggar hustles amid pregnancy. Jinger Duggar has also been working hard to endorse her latest book, People Pleaser, Breaking Free from the Burden of Imaginary Expectations. Recently, the Counting on alum uploaded a clip of herself signing her books that will be sold in a Walmart branch on Carl Boyer Drive in Santa Clarita, Ca. Jinger will welcome her baby boy in March 2025. Aside from Jinger, Jeremiah and Hannah will also welcome their third child in the same month. Thanks for watching and subscribe, please.